So she's like, okay, she might be talking about speaking from the heart, for instance. And I'm like, okay, what does speaking from the heart mean? This doesn't really make much sense to me. But eventually I can translate it. Okay, so what does it mean? So how can I relate it to mindfulness? Okay, well, mindfulness, if I'm talking to you, if I want to have a real authentic connection with you while I'm talking to you, it's actually important for me to understand how I'm feeling about what you've got to say to me. And perhaps I might be triggered by something that you're saying. And if I am triggered, then my focus starts to get narrower and narrower. And then things start to become black and white because I start getting into this kind of fearful, I'm alert, my amygdala's getting triggered,
Oh my God, I love this so much.
the fear center of the brain is starting to kick in. So everything becomes black and white, right or wrong. And it often becomes, I'm right, you're wrong. Okay, so if I can monitor myself and I can be present and really notice whether or not what I'm feeling. So am I feeling a little bit triggered, on edge? Okay, and then I can start monitoring my body. Well, is that talking from your heart? Maybe that's what she's talking about. So I'm like, okay, so I start listening. I'm like, okay, well, her way of saying things is talking from the heart, and that might be the kind of quote unquote spiritual way of describing something. The more rational, scientific way, which is talking about exactly the same thing, could be just monitor your body, make sure you're not in fight or flight. If you are in fight or flight, then come back to the body and make sure that you calm yourself down, before you carry on talking, so that you don't escalate and get into this really, difficult, narrow conversation where no one's listening to each other, for instance. So yeah, that's what talking from the heart means to me. So I can just translate that. So yeah, everyone's just talking slightly different languages, and they're wearing slightly different lenses and viewing the world, but it's about kind of finding what works for someone, what interprets in the right way for someone. So yeah, so I think it's great that, NA or AA is going to be great for some people, but it's not going to be great for everyone just because the languages doesn't resonate with them. So yeah, I'm excited to hear more about what this